Moving on to agenda item number 6, it's discussion, 6A, city staff discussion.
All right. Volunteers for the August 11th meeting. Architecture review, Commissioner Biasotti. Anyone else?
Probably.
Okay, Commissioner Chase.
Not sure if I can be able to.
And Commissioner Chair Peterson. Perfect.
If I get an opportunity.
And Commissioner Chase, I'll check with Marshall and with Mishra just in case they
Okay.
want it.
Excuse me, do you know what's going to be on the ARC review meeting?
Offhand, I don't. Do we know? Don't know. We could email everyone and get
No new Glenview items yet?
None on this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
But I do have a Glenview. I was going to go on to. I actually have a second. I'm going to give everyone a Glenview update to say where we're at within the construction. As you know, there were 38 homes that were destroyed as part of this. We've now issued permits for 4 of those homes for the complete rebuilds. If you haven't driven by that area in a while, it's within the last month really gone from a disaster area to construction area. So I'd suggest that you just drive through there. The homes are building quickly. The contractors we have on these jobs are above average. I mean, they're really good contractors that have been hired here, and they're building quickly for their clients. So that's great to see. So there's 4 that's been issued. I think there'll be about another 2 issued over about the next week or so, so we'll be up to 6. And by the end of summer, I would say we'll probably be up to about 10 or 12 homes that are under construction. There's a total of 24 homeowners right now that are either under construction or in some stage of design or about to hire an architect. Several other homeowners have already sold their homes to PG&E or are in the process of negotiating with PG&E for their home sale. So it's good to see this neighborhood starting to rebuild, and I'd suggest going through the neighborhood. 17 homes that were damaged to the point that they no longer could be occupied, they were referred to as the homes that were yellow tagged by our building division immediately after the fire. Four of those homes have now been repaired to the point that people are living inside them, and all but I believe 3 of them are under construction. And those ones that haven't been under construction yet, I think, are in the negotiating process with PG&E to sell to PG&E, and then hopefully PG&E will go in there quickly and make the repairs and get those homes occupied once again.
What is PG&E's plan for the other homes that they bought?
That's something that they're going to still have to propose to us. They haven't come to us with a formal proposal right now, and then that's something that we're going to have to take to the neighborhood to see what's in the neighborhood's vision. Whether or not it could range from anything to selling the homes to individual homeowners to rebuild homes, to build homes there, to selling them to a single developer. But that's something we'd really want to hear from the neighborhood, from what their vision is for the neighborhood and for these lots that are sold to PG&E.
Is that something you do in a meeting context?
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
I would highly recommend that, simply because I have to admit, about most of the information I get is from the press. The press is so dramatically critical of PG&E, and if the city doesn't take the initiative, I don't see it coming from them.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, this is something that's going to be driven by the residents and something that's going to be led by the city. So, yeah, I agree completely. One thing I forgot to mention, too, is on the 27th, in about a week from now, we'll be having a neighborhood infrastructure meeting for the neighbors. So that's something that's going to be held for the neighbors to say, where we're at in terms of rebuilding the roads, rebuilding the sidewalks, and rebuilding the sewer, water, and stormwater systems.
Through the chair.
Where
would that meeting be held at?
Offhand, I think it's actually going to be held right here at the senior center, but I have to double check on that. But I believe it is going to be held here. Lisa could probably check right here on her phone. So
let's see, what was I thinking there? Oh, I don't really have any comparison to make, but it seems to me this is a really quick schedule for recovery of that area. If I imagine some other area in another city, Philadelphia or LA or something, an area could stay there burnt down for 3 years and nothing happened. Do you have any comparisons?
No, not really. I mean, I think it's, number one, I think the residents there have shown a lot of resolve to want to rebuild and want to rebuild quickly, and they've they've been the driver. You know, the Planning Commission and the City Council has made the right decisions in terms of creating an expedited permit process, expedited planning process to facilitate that. But it really has been the neighbors there saying, hey, we want to rebuild, we want to go back into the neighborhood. So maybe that's not there, you know, that's happened in other cities, but here it has happened for another number of the neighbors.
I think it reflects very favorably on the city staff, the council, and other parties that have participated in enabling this process, because it could take a long time if it were standard review periods and so on.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda, unless there's some more city staff discussion.
That's it.